Did you know the average mechanic visit can cost you over $500 even for a simple fix? But what if I told you there's a way to reset your car and fix common issues for free? No expensive tools, no costly repairs, just quick and easy tricks that can make your car run like new again. If your check engine light won't go away, your transmission feels off, or your car just isn't running right, stick around. In this video, I'll show you 7 simple resets that can fix your car without spending a dime. Let's get started. Number 1. Disconnecting the battery. If your car is running rough, shifting weird, or throwing a check engine light, disconnecting the battery can reset the ECU and clear stored error codes. It's a simple trick. Just turn off the engine, disconnect the negative terminal first, then the positive, and let the car sit for about 15 minutes. If you want a deeper reset, press the brake pedal for 30 seconds to drain any leftover power from the system. Once done, reconnect positive first, then negative, tighten everything up, and start the car. Now, while this can work like a charm, it's not without risks. Resetting the ECU wipes adaptive memory, meaning your car may need time to relearn throttle response and shifting patterns. You'll also lose radio presets, clock settings, and in some modern or luxury cars, it could trigger security lockouts or require reprogramming. So while this method can fix minor issues, it's not a magic bullet. Number 2. Infotainment system reboot. If your car's infotainment system is glitching, freezing, lagging, or refusing to connect to Bluetooth rebooting, it can fix the issue for free. Most modern cars have a built-in reset method. Try holding down the power button for 10 to 20 seconds until the screen shuts off and restarts. Some vehicles require pressing a combination of buttons, like volume plus home, while others reset by turning the car off, opening the door, and waiting a few minutes. But be warned, not all infotainment resets are risk-free. Some cars may lose stored navigation settings, radio presets, or Bluetooth connections. And if the issue is deeper, like a software bug or a failing module, a simple reboot won't help. While this trick can quickly restore a frozen screen or unresponsive system, always check your owner's manual for the correct method to avoid messing up anything important. Number 3. Addressing fuel cap issues. Believe it or not, a loose or faulty fuel cap can trigger a check engine light and even affect your car's fuel efficiency. If you're seeing a warning light related to the evap system, the first thing you should check is your gas cap. Simply turn off your car, remove the cap, inspect it for cracks or damage, then screw it back on tightly until you hear a few clicks. If the cap was the issue, the check engine light should turn off after a few drive cycles. However, if the light stays on, the cap might be too worn to seal properly, or there could be a deeper issue like a leak in the evap system. Driving with a bad seal can cause fuel vapors to escape, reducing efficiency and even failing emissions tests. So while this quick fix can reset your warning light for free, replacing a damaged cap is a smart move if the problem keeps coming back. Number 4. Clearing transmission adaptive settings. If your car's transmission feels sluggish, shifts harshly, or hesitates, clearing the adaptive settings can help it relearn and perform like new. Many modern vehicles have a system that adapts to your driving style over time. But sometimes it learns bad habits, especially after a battery change or repairs. To reset it, turn the key to the on position without starting the engine. Press the gas pedal all the way down and hold it for about 30 seconds. Then, turn the key off, release the pedal, and wait a minute before starting the car. This can improve shift timing and throttle response, but it's not a guaranteed fix. Some transmissions require a proper scan tool reset, and if there's actual wear or damage, a reset won't help. Also, after resetting, the transmission will need time to relearn, so shifts may feel a little off at first. If issues persist, it might be time to check for fluid problems or mechanical wear instead. Number 5. Resetting the throttle position sensor. If your car has a rough idle, delayed acceleration, or inconsistent throttle response, resetting the throttle position sensor can help. The TPS tells your engine how much throttle input you're giving, and over time it can develop incorrect readings. A reset can often fix sluggish performance without spending a dime. To do this, turn the key to the on position without starting the engine and slowly press the gas pedal all the way down. Hold it for 30 seconds, then slowly release it. Turn the key off, wait about a minute, then start the engine. Some cars also require a full battery disconnect to reset throttle settings completely. While this method can smooth out acceleration and improve throttle response, it's not a fix for every issue. If your TPS is faulty or dirty, a reset won't help. You may need to clean or replace it. Also, some vehicles require a proper scan tool for calibration. If problems persist, a deeper diagnosis may be needed. Number 6. Performing a soft reset for electrical systems. If your car's electronics are acting up dashboard glitches, power windows not responding, or random warning lights, a soft reset can often fix the issue. Modern vehicles rely heavily on electronic control modules, and sometimes they just need a quick reboot. To do a soft reset, turn off the engine, remove the key, and open the driver's door. Then wait about 5 to 10 minutes before restarting the car. This allows the system to power down completely and reset minor software bugs. In some cars, you can also reset by holding the start button without pressing the brake for 30 seconds. This method is safe and won't erase critical settings, but it may not fix deeper electrical issues. If a soft reset doesn't work, a battery disconnect or a diagnostic scan might be needed. Also, persistent electrical problems could indicate a weak battery, bad fuses, or faulty wiring, so don't ignore warning signs if they keep coming back. Number 7. Using an OBD2 scanner. If your check engine light is on, or your car isn't running right, using an OBD2 scanner can reset the system and help diagnose issues for free. These scanners plug into your car's OBD2 port, usually under the dashboard, and allow you to read and clear error codes. Simply plug in the scanner, turn the key to the on position, and follow the prompts to scan and erase stored codes. Once cleared, restart the car and see if the problem returns. While this method can reset warning lights and sometimes improve performance, it's not a permanent fix if there's an underlying issue. If the same code comes back, it means there's a real problem like a bad sensor, fuel issue, or transmission fault. Clearing codes without fixing the cause could even make things worse, as the car won't alert you to ongoing issues. However, for minor faults, temporary resets, or just checking what's wrong before heading to a mechanic, an OBD2 scanner is an easy, cost-effective tool every driver should have.